Dear viewers, I welcome you to this very beautiful channel, A Moment with Sister Prisca. I am Sister Prisca Nwokorie, and in this very moment, I want to talk about something very beautiful that you have to think about and know how best you will handle it. Life is how you make it. Yes, it is like someone holding a needle. Wherever you fix your needle, that's where it will go. It is in your hands. It depends on what you make out of it. Let us begin with this perspective. The mind is like a garden. If you sow seeds of worry, doubt, or bitterness, these will grow in it. But if you plant seeds of joy, gratitude, and faith, the harvest will surely be what you planted. Your garden will flourish based on the seed that you have planted in it. I have seen time and again how challenges, illness, loss, or even failure can either weigh our spirits down and make us begin to think differently, or how things could even lift our spirits. It depends on how we frame our hearts, and this is no other way than making you to understand that when we trust God in providence and allow His will to be done in our life, everything becomes sacred and part of the mission. Your life is the way you make it. And things sometimes happen the way you allow it to do. It is you who make things the way they are. God's project in your life is that you may succeed. His project in your life is that you will go forward, that you will excel. But being your time, you or I or circumstances may try to hinder that God's beautiful project in our life. And we will begin to struggle in order to make things meet. This word, as you see it, is very beautiful. It was unique and very beautiful after God's creation. And we are seeing that everything was put in order. God looked at it, He examined it and saw that it was beautiful. He smiled before giving it to man, that he should take care of it. And with this, dearest one, if God, God of beauty, who created everything in existence out of nothing, could be a master creator and made everything and looked at it and saw it was beautiful. Yes, it is your duty to beautify your own life. All depends on what you want. Whatever you sow in your life, that you shall reap. If you sow the seeds of happiness, you will reap happiness. If you sow the seed of discord, that is also your own harvest. Whatever you plant on it, you water on it, that is what it will bring out to you. You cannot plant yam and go to harvest vegetable. It is simple. It is never done anywhere. So I invite you to reflect on what seeds you plant in your heart. What you allow to grow in your heart, is it in line with God's own project for you? Or are you the one who is trying in your own different ways to shift the project of God in your life by your inordinate desire, by the things you do? You know, when you hold a hammer, wherever you allow it to strike, that's where it goes. You can't just hold a hammer firm without moving it, and you will think it will just miss in the air, except there is any force that is holding it. But in its own proper way, you make your life what it becomes. And faith without work, the scripture tells us, is dead. And in our lives too, dreams without actions remain only wishes. Life requires movement, no matter how small. It requires you to make the move, to go for what you want, to seek what you want. And it is on the way that you prepare yourself that depends on the outcome. It's just like a parent who struggles to give their children the best of education. They send their children to beautiful schools with the hope that their children will graduate from that school and better their own lives and be able to become ambassadors of the society, giving out their own contribution to the growth of humanity. But that child, irrespective of all the sacrifice, of all the effort of the parents, decide to go and live a wayward life. It is what the child has already planted in his life that remains for him. The parents have done their own duty by giving the child the basic need. You listening to me, it is a moment for us to reconnect with our past, with our present, and attach it to our future. What exactly do you wish to become in your own life? What seeds are you planting? In your place of work, in your family, do you plant unity? In your place of assignment, do you help one another? Do you plant unity? Do you plant solidarity? In your spiritual life, do you connect with God in prayers? Do you reconnect even the humanity, both the living and the dead? Do you remember them in prayers? In prayer, we reconnect with God. In our daily life, we reconnect with God through the things around us. Let us always remember, whatever we allow to grow in our hearts, that's the harvest we are going to get. It is just so logical and so simple. And you have to know that it is something that we need, that we can always write in our own pages of book of gratitude. It is what you receive. That's what you may have asked. Sometimes God, in His generosity, has given us beautiful moments. He has blessed our hearts in such a way that many times we enjoy miracles, unasked favors that we receive. And in all of those things, when you receive them, what do you do with them? It is you, just like someone who have received different talents. How do you make use of your gifts? How do you make use of your talents? Do you use them to build others? Do you use them to better your life? Do you allow those around you to feel the impact of your own life? These are the things you have to ask yourself. In every little way you try to add value to your life, to the life of those around you, God will bless and multiply it. It is just like love, that when you share, it does not diminish that strength of the love you have shared. Instead, it multiplies. And that is the reason that when you are happy and you go to some other person who is in need of happiness and you share that your joy or that your state of happiness with the person, it multiplies because your happiness contagious the other. And in that positive way, the other person might be in a very low state, and the person's mood will begin to change. These are little miracles that happen in our daily life. When we go to somebody who is in pain, how do you try to stay with the person? Do you go there to procure more pain to the person, or do you go there to help the person, to lead the person out of that situation the person is? What you do determines the outcome. Life is rarely a straight road. It requires you to bend at different times in different moments. It is often a way that may lead us either to the valley or to the desert, not to punish us, but to refine our spirits. It is the road to the unknown. But in traveling that unknown road, we discover the known God who has beautified everything and allow us to enjoy the beauty of life. It is what you make in your life that you will reap. Many people are not really happy when they see others happy. They do everything possible in order to spoil their mood. But remember, when you sow the seed of discord in the life of another person, that will be your own reward. Because you cannot wish your fellow person something very awkward and think that goodness will come to you. It doesn't happen that way. Every day, every moment of our life hold a new blessing. It holds a new gift. Only if we know how to make use of those gifts. It is just like someone giving the gift of a rose flower. You need to know how to handle the rose so that the thorns will not wound you. Enjoy the roses. Enjoy the sweet fragrance, allow it to perform and change the order of where you are. Whenever you see goodness, try to reciprocate with goodness. When somebody does something for you, always remain thankful. As you make your bed, so you lie on it. Whatever you allow to grow in your life, that it becomes. Dearest one, always know that life is something beautiful. Life is something that you have to invest on, and whatever comes out of it is what God has prepared for you, what God has allowed for you. There is something you have to know about life. Life is like a package. Nobody knows its own contents. As it begins to unfold, you will begin to understand that there are a lot of things, a lot of mysteries therein. Life is so beautiful. It is a gift given to us by God. It is something everyone received his or her own package, uniquely written by your own name. Every content you find there is just yours. You have to know how to handle your own gift. You have to know how best you can share what you have. You have to know how best you can use it to glorify God in your life. And you have to know that life is something that when you allow it to grow like a seedling, you will be able to enjoy its products just like a farmer who allows himself to enjoy the fruit of his labor at the moment of harvest. However, you allow your life, that is the way it will remain. Life is a quiet garden where each moment blooms of faith. The seeds we plant in prayer, the love we share, the care we take, shape the path we make and walk each day. The storms may bend the branches, the wind may twist the leaves. Your every trial you undergo is a teacher, and every shadow holds a whisper of light. Hold your day very sacred as it begins to unfold. Write upon them with gentle hands, hands of charity, hands of love, hands that understand, and choose hope over despair. Choose faith over fear. Choose love over indifference. Life is like a river, it drifts upward. It is something that you do not know how much you have, but how well you live will determine how smooth your journey will be. Allow your life to be another person's own storybook of joy. Allow your life to be another person's own storybook where he or she will see and begin to get the courage to live better. Let your daily life be the gospel you preach. Allow your daily life to be a light to guide those in the dark. Whatever you sow in life that you will reap, however you make your bed, that's how you lie on it. Life is a beautiful thing that it is only us that will decide how best we may want it. Life is so good that whenever we try to reach out and create something from nothing, it gives us an idea that something beautiful had already existed because the God who created all things from nothing has already been in existence. And if you allow whatever that is in you, whatever that you see across you, to make you an instrument of faith, an instrument of joy, an instrument of salvation, whomever you encounter on your journey in this life becomes your soulmate, becomes your partner, becomes your co-traveler. Be good to people whom you meet on your way. You can never tell whom you meet on your way coming back. Many people try to help other people to grow, to become better, and they don't know where they will get the reward. So cease, be generous, and know that not everything that happens to us happens without reason. God understands everything, and He allows everything to happen to us in such a way that, depending on how you interpret them, that depends how it will remain for us. Be creative and never allow the gifts God has given to you to die without bearing fruit. Always make yourself available to the needs of other person. Always make yourself available to the needs of those around you. Always make yourself available to give thanks to God for everything you have received, because it is the heart that knows how to receive. The heart that knows how to give is the heart that knows how to thank God. Be appreciative. No matter how little, no matter how small the gift you receive from other person, always make a point to go back to say thank you. Never keep your secrets to yourself, especially when it is a secret of success, something that will add value to the life of other person. Most times we learn from the things we share with others. Most times we are encouraged by other people's own life story. Most times we are strengthened even by listening to testimonies, things that may have gone wrong in the life of other person, and they were able to overcome those things. Allow your daily life to be the gospel you teach. You may say that you are not a teacher by profession, but allow the light in your life to reflect, to be something that others will see and thank the God in their own life. Always be the best you can. Always be present to other people's own need. Always be present to show others kindness. It is how you make your life that will determine its own outcome. It is how you allow yourself to be available in the needs of other persons that will determine what you get. Life is so beautiful, and I am so glad that God has allowed us to witness, to live in this life in such a way that we can see everything by ourselves. We were not there when God created the universe, but the much we've been able to see in our own daily life, we have been able to use that to the best of our knowledge. Always remember that if we learn how to live well, God will continue to reveal Himself, to manifest His presence in our life, and we will enjoy His presence in our own life, in our own contact with our fellow human person. Dearest one, always remember the ball is on your court. It is how you make your life. That's the way it will be. Nobody can live your life for you. It is something that only you will be able to handle. Live well, you'll be able to find help. Act well, you will meet others that will support you. Even when you are in need, more help will come to you. And may the Lord continue to bless every effort you make in order to be happy, in order to make others happy, in order to make others enjoy your companionship. Always remember to love others as you love yourself. Be happy and allow others to share in that goodness, in that love God Himself has already created for you. You are a special gift to humanity. Allow your light to shine. Allow yourself to be blessed by God. Because whatever we sow here on earth, that's the reward we'll get even after our existence here on earth. We talk about heroes. Who are heroes? Those who have offered the much they had in order to give, contribute, in order to make an impact in this society that you and I dwell. We talk about the saints. Who are they? They were people who lived like you and I. They were able to make a foot imprint that everyone remembers the goodness of their own action, and we remember them, not just about the life they live, we remember them in prayers, and we equally ask them to pray for us, to accompany us so that we'll be able to emulate and imitate the life they too have lived. It is your own joy. It will be my own joy that one day after our existence here on earth, we will come to see one another reunited in heaven. That is one of the reasons when we celebrate the feast of all saints, the unity of all the people who have lived here on earth. At one point in order, they too were sojourners like you and I. They did things. It's just like someone answering his own question paper. They were able to make pass code, and God was able to mark them good. They have joined the choirs of the angels. It is my prayer that you and I will make heaven. It is my prayer that after our existence here, we are going to enjoy beautiful time in God's own abode. I am Sister Prisca Nwokorie. In a moment with Sister Prisca. Thank you for joining us, and may God continue to bless you. Please, if you have not subscribe to this very channel, share the link with others, and invite them to subscribe too. Help me to share this link to others so that together we're going to make this platform a very beautiful one. Don't forget to drop your comments at this comment section. Please make it constructive, make it something that will help build this community. If you have good advice, if you have suggestions to make, please don't hesitate to drop them. I will listen to all of them. I will take your humble suggestions so that we're going to make this place a beautiful one. I will be coming up soon on live stream with another beautiful topic very soon. Thank you for your time in joining. I remain Sister Prisca Nwokorie in a moment with Sister Prisca. Please share the link to others. I will be waiting for you soonest. Thank you for your time and may God continue to bless you. Don't forget, as you make your bed, you lie on it. However you live your life, that will determine what you get in the outcome. Thank you and remain blessed in the Lord. Amen.